Gavin Newsom's Senate pick Laphonza Butler stirs controversy on social media. Soulless Party operative X users pointed out that Butler lived in Maryland but had scrubbed the info from her bio. California Governor Gavin Newsom's decision to name Democratic strategist Laphonza Butler as Senator Dianne Feinstein's U.S. Senate seat replacement has generated applause and backlash on social media. Newsom's announcement came early Monday morning, just days after Feinstein passed away at 90. In a statement posted to X, the California leader described Butler as a women's advocate, a fighter for the working class and a close confidant of Vice President Kamala Harris. Butler quickly generated applause from left-leaning figures, who celebrated her pro-abortion history and unique status as the only black woman serving in the upper chamber. She is also the first openly LGBTQ+ lawmaker to represent California in the Senate. Meet the former union boss. WHO is Gavin Newsom's Senate replacement for the late Dianne Feinstein. Laphonza Butler is an exceptionally talented leader and a strong pick by @Gavin Newsom, Democratic California State Senator Scott Wiener tweeted. And, given the tidal wave of vile hate being directed at the LGBTQ people in this country, sending a black lesbian to the United States Senate sends a deeply powerful message of inclusion. Investigative journalist Victoria Brownworth also cheered the announcement, insisting that Butler is not a lame duck, a term used for an official in the final period of office after the election of a successor. Butler is a stellar choice with a great resume. Thrilled to finally have a black woman represented in the Senate, she added. However, Newsom's move also faced sharp criticism. Dianne Feinstein announces she will not seek re-election in 2024. Gavin Newsom promised to appoint a black woman to the Senate and he just kept his word, U.S. Republican presidential candidate Vivek Ramaswamy wrote. Now that that's done, his next pledge should be far bolder: fill every future position in the state based solely on merit. It's amazing what that kind of radicalism could do for California. Several X users also pointed out that Butler's Twitter account bio and Emily's List biography had listed her residence as Maryland. However, the mention of her residency was removed from the profiles shortly after it was announced she was to be appointed to the position. Emily's List is a political organization that works to elect female Democrats who strongly support access to abortion. California's newest senator Laphonza Butler literally lives in Maryland and registered to vote here last year, reporter and former congressional candidate Matthew Foldy tweeted. His post also included a picture that showed Butler registered to vote in Silver Spring on September 12, 2022. Remembering the legacy of Sen. Dianne Feinstein Foldy also highlighted the Emily's List website, which initially stated that Butler lives in Maryland with her partner and daughter. The updated webpage now merely says that Butler grew up in Magnolia, Mississippi, and attended Jackson State University. Newsom's office said Butler moved to the Washington, D.C. area for Emily's List but is a longtime California resident and homeowner. They also noted that she will re-register in California before her swearing-in ceremony. Butler was also scrutinized for her involvement with Uber, the ride-sharing company that has attempted to fight against a California bill seeking driver employment status. Laphonza Butler tried to undercut Uber drivers' organizing efforts in order to engineer a backroom sweetheart deal with the SEIU to represent them. Reporter Leighton Woodhouse posted on X, she's a standard-issue soulless party operative and thus an appropriate choice for Newsom. While Butler has never been elected to office, she has been involved in California politics for years. She served as a senior advisor to Harris' 2020 presidential campaign while at the same time working at a political firm with strategists who have worked for Newsom and other prominent state Democrats. She also has 2 decades of experience in the labor movement, including formerly serving as a labor leader with CO 2015.